And we're back to discuss the Swiss Army Man. If you watched our review, we liked it. It's not a movie that's easy to talk about without going into spoilers. But, I mean, essentially, it is, you know, my interpretation of it, I think, is fairly sound, which is that it's all in Paul Dano's character's head.
Most of it, yeah.
You know, there really is a corpse, probably. The ending leaves it to where you're not really even sure if all those people showed up or if those final scenes even happen.
You expect it to, like, roll out, and all of a sudden you just see him, like, shaking back and forth in his cell with a straitjacket on or something.
Yeah, I actually...
How many of those berries did he actually eat?
or he's in the thing that he built, and all those people are the people that he built and not the real people.
And he never returned to civilization in the first place.
I had a downer ending in my head for the entire movie. I thought that the entire movie was going to take place between him standing on the igloo cooler and falling, and at the end of the movie was just going to be him hitting.
Oh, his fake life flashes before his eyes.
Yes.
Oof, that would have been rough.
That the whole thing was just going to be his experience of life, him explaining his life to Daniel Radcliffe's character, and that would.
And it got really kind of existential towards the end, but not quite like that.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah, I mean, it's a philosophy movie. It's why don't people just realize that we're all people and we're all weird and ugly and stupid and we all fart and...
Yeah, his yearning for acceptance was kind of fleshed out well.
Yeah.
A lot of us are stranded on a desert island by ourselves, in theory.
Right. Right.
Yeah, it's like rife with symbols and stuff.
And we do it to ourselves to a large degree, you know.
So it's very much about him falling in love. I mean, what I liked about it was a lot of it was about him falling in love with himself, basically.
Yes.
Like, he can learn to accept who he is and move on with that.
Because he's both sides of the character.
Right.
I thought for a minute there at the end they were going to twist it and it was going to, like, when he lied about his identity...
Daniel Radcliffe was going to be the live guy?
No.
Yeah, I thought, are they going to do that?
No, I thought it was going to end up being that Paul Dano was Manny all along, and it really, and that Daniel Radcliffe was Hank all along.
Oh, okay.
But he did that at the end, I guess, to try and get out of being in trouble with the girl's family, with Sarah's family, because he had the phone with their pictures on it, and
because he's a creepy person
and
who's probably been living in the forest out by our house,
living right behind their house for.
Who knows how long.
Which was a gradual reveal how they showed that, like what was probably actually happening, you know?
Yeah.
I like how they like chapter by chapter, they kind of hinted more and more at what was going on.
Which that last 15 minutes was just so great because of that.
Just the way it all opened up.
Yeah, it just it felt like it was going to be kind of a he's all right ending, and then no, that's not really where they're going with this. And then he takes off again, and they have to follow him out, and you know, and then it ends with them all seeing what he sees. They see the jet ski Swiss Army Man,
or at least he would like them to.
Well, yeah, that's what we see as an audience. That's not necessarily what you know.
And for him, that was him. I mean, he farted, so that was him being able to express himself.
Well, importantly, he farted in front of Daniel. Yeah, he farted in front of people.
Yeah,
the other, but in front of the other, in front of Manny. So it's his acceptance of himself.
Yeah, interesting. There's some wild visual stuff in it too. That's
right.
Especially right at the beginning, that was totally unexpected, just totally absurd, you know.
Yeah. Well, I think that helps. Like, it helps kind of settle you in. It's like, okay, this movie, like, I don't need to take this like deadly serious. I don't need to.
There's a lot of humor, like most of the way through.
Oh yeah.
Problem that gets me is using someone else's teeth to shave your beard.
Yeah.
That seems like the most painful way of doing something ever.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Well, I mean, a lot of that stuff was just completely ridiculous, like the grappling hook and
right,
all the things that he was able to like launch out of him and that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, and we're talking about the literal mechanics of the movie versus the actual point of the movie. So it's like there's what they're showing you and there's what they're telling you, and they're not always exactly the same thing. It's lots of symbolism. But again, like I said in the review, it's so accessible, and like it's not trying to be it's not trying to hide it for the sake of hiding it or being like too obscure to be, you know, unwatchable or something that you have to watch 20 times to understand what the hell's going on. You know, it's not abstract in any way. It's very,
by the end, yeah, it's right there. What's going on? Yeah.
I suppose that was the happiest version of the ending they can possibly give us, because
apart from like Daniel Radcliffe like coming to life and being
magically
okay.
being it seems
Like them waking up next to each other in a hospital and being fine.
It's like, I don't know, I was fine the whole time. I was just my back was broken, guy. You were just talking like a weirdo the entire time.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I'm just thinking of the fart jet ski.
Yes. And well, yeah, and then like the very next scene, like when he points it out, he's like, I rode you like a jet ski.
Thanks for that.
We do see Daniel Radcliffe has a hairy butt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's not something I can unsee.
Yeah, he's a pretty hairy guy in general, actually. Pretty Harry Potter. That's our review. The Swiss Army Man. If you like the way we do these, please like the videos, subscribe, check out all the written and video reviews at DaleMaxfield.com, and thanks for watching.